Is really saying OMG that bad? Welcome to Bible Bites. We're looking at the Ten Commandments, and today we're going to be looking at the third commandment, which is all about what we might call blasphemy or misusing God's name. Actually, let's get straight into it and have a look at what the passage says. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God, for the Lord will not hold anyone guiltless who misuses his name. No matter how we think about culture, words have weight and meaning. And that's true. I mean, we've all heard the thing, sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Well, they kind of do, actually. And that's because words have weight and they have meaning. And that is true of words from the Bible. And the warning here is to misuse the name of God. Now, there's different ways that we can misuse God's name. Very Orthodox Jews, for example, are so fearful of breaking this commandment that they don't use God's name at all. They just, instead of using, whenever they go through the Bible, it says just the name. That's all they say. They don't want to actually even say the name. Some people might misuse it by using his name as signing off on a check, kind of using it as a vow, just throwing it around here or there, and that in and of itself can be dangerous as well. But I reckon in our culture, what we tend to do is just take the weight out of the name. OMG, oh God, Jesus. And that's actually quite dangerous. Here's what John Calvin says. Now, I realize this is a little bit wordy, but stay with me on this. God wills that we hallow the majesty of his name. Therefore, it means, in brief, that we are not to profane his name by treating it contemptuously or irreverently. Now, what John Calvin is saying there is that we've got to be careful that we don't empty the weight of God's name. This was something that really struck me a little while ago. Just taking words that had great weight of the Bible and just using them any way we wanted. I did that with hell. I was just sort of saying, oh, what the hell and that sort of thing. And what I was realizing is I'm taking this word that should actually fill us with dread and fear. And here I was just throwing it around like it was just nothing. And so I had to stop. I repented. I had to stop doing that. And God's name is that is calling upon God. I mean, what does the New Testament say? Anyone who calls upon the name of the Lord will be saved. That's our means of salvation. And so God's name should be something that is held with reverence and with respect rather than just being thrown around like it's a comma. It's just losing that weight and meaning of it. And so I want to ask you how you are using God's name. How are you speaking about God? It's not just saying his name, but how is it being treated in your mouth? Because how it's being treated in your mouth is probably an indication of how you are treating God in your heart. That's why this is such a big thing. The way you speak of God, the reason why it offends him if you misuse his name is because it's probably reflecting how you're thinking about him. So how are you thinking about God? And how are you speaking about God?